All right, we good? Yeah, we're good. All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel, Dell Talks, the channel where I flesh out my thoughts. All right, today we got another NFL episode. In this episode, we're gonna be putting NFL teams in tiers based on what I think, where I think they're gonna finish by the end of the season. So Super Bowl, Super Bowl champ, you know, in the Super Bowl. But right now, I'm gonna get it to the tiers. All right, for the first tier, the first couple tiers, don't worry about that yet. I'm gonna explain at the end who I think gonna be in the Super Bowl and who's gonna win the Super Bowl. Let's focus on the next 6 tiers. All right, so the first tier we got can win Super Bowl. This is the tier that I think if every team is healthy, these teams still have a chance to win the Super Bowl. So they're the cream of the crop top teams. And then we have can win the Super Bowl, could win the Super Bowl with injuries and luck. These are the teams that's like right on the edge of being Super Bowl contenders. Like if an injury or a referee lucky play happens, they could realistically sneak their way into winning the championship. All right, now we got playoff teams. There's the teams that I think are gonna make the playoffs at least. Then we got barely make the playoffs. These are teams that's like frisky. Like they're gonna sneak in the playoffs, maybe as a wild card. Then we have trash might be fun to watch. These are the teams that have good young players or good players in general that you might still want to watch even though they're going to be trash. Then we have number one pick contention. These are the teams that are just going to be garbage. Like they're fighting to get Caleb Williams. We know Caleb Williams, the best quarterback, best player in the nation in college right now. These are the teams that's fighting to get them. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, we're going to start with the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints. I think they dark horse. I really do. Derek Carr there. They still got a good defense. I think they fall into playoff team. I don't think they can actually win the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest. They're going to be in the playoffs. They might win their division. They're going to win their division. Dolphins, I wouldn't put them in can win the Super Bowl if everything, like if everyone's healthy. I wouldn't think they would win because it's still AFC, Burrow and Ireland and Mahomes. It's a lot of people to go through in that conference. But if, they can get a good break here or there with a ref or injury, they could win the Super Bowl. But they're not legit, I think. Ravens, they can win the Super Bowl. They got Lamar. That's all I got to say. My Florida boy, Lamar. He's the truth. No matter what his team look like his receivers can get hurt, he still got his legs. He can carry no matter what. As long as he's healthy at the end of the year, they got a real good chance. And they are in that can win the Super Bowl. Bengals, same thing. As long as Burrow is there at the end of the year, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, weapons everywhere. As long as Burrow's healthy, they can win the Super Bowl. Broncos. And they're one of these two. I know that. Barely make playoffs. They're not making playoffs. They're trash. And they're not fun to watch. So they're just trash. The second part don't apply to them. Giants. I really want to say trash might be fun to watch, but I think they could barely sneak in. I don't know if the NFC East gonna have 3 playoff teams again, because I definitely think the Cowboys and Eagles making these playoffs. We're gonna go trash. Might be fun to watch. They still got Saquon. They still got Daniel Jones. Vikings, playoff team. They're gonna win their division. Rookies in their division. You got the guy up in Chicago. What's his name? The running back quarterback. And then you got Justin Fields. And then you got what's the other guy? Jordan Love. Even though I like him, he's too young. He can't do it yet. LA Rams. This is hard. They could fall in any of these 3. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Actually, who's in their division? San Francisco is in their division. That's the only people. I think they could barely squeeze into the playoffs if their record is good enough. I really want to go with trash, but yeah, that's good there. Tampa Bay, you trash. You might get number one pick. Lions, they're in that. They get a good luck. They get some good luck here or there. Ball swing their way. Referee injury. They could win the Super Bowl. Honestly, because they're in the NFC. NFC only got two teams that I'm really worried about. And you'll see that coming up right now. Chicago, trash. Might be fun to watch though. Justin Fields, like I said, electric. Now they got DJ Moore. They got some weapons for him. We're gonna see what he can do. But right now, trash. Might be fun to watch. Prove me wrong. You're not Jalen Hurts, not yet. San Fran, they could win the Super Bowl. If Brock Purdy is the guy who San Francisco fans always crying about, they should win the Super Bowl. Let's see if last year was, luck, or is he actually good? To me, I think it's luck, but if he's actually good, they can win the Super Bowl. Eagles, what you want me to say? They're gonna defense, offense, whatever you need. Running backs, D-line, offensive line, quarterback, receivers, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, tight end, Dallas Goedert. Like, they have everything. Two new defensive rookies who are good, Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Two guys that could have been top 10 picks, and we snuck and got them. Easy. Raiders, they're a playoff team. They're not doing anything, but they're a playoff team. Green Bay, I can see them barely squeaking into the playoffs. I like Jordan Love, and they still got Christian Watson, that real good receiver. I don't know if he was a fluke because he had Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball, but I think he should go there. Washington. Trash. Might be fun to watch. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be that good. Cardinals, number one pick. Steelers, going to make the playoffs. You got Mike Tomlin as your coach. Might be the one or two best coach in the league. For sure. Playoff team. Bills, I don't think they can win if everyone's healthy. If everyone's healthy, talent for talent, player for player, I don't think so. There's too much in AFC. But if an injury happens or some luck go their way, they could win the Super Bowl. You got Falcons, number one pick. Nope, they're going to be fun to watch. They got Bijan Robinson. I took him first pick in my draft. Not the first pick, but my first pick. I took him because, he's going to be exciting to watch, man. Seattle, playoff team. They could be here, but it's not a lot of competition in NFC, so they could be there. Gino got to prove it for another year for me, though. I'm going to go with playoff team. They're going to make the playoffs. Actually, look at that. I got two teams from that same division. Yeah, I like it. You got the Patriots, number one pick. Your ass. I don't care. Browns. See, they're going to be a playoff team. Deshaun Watson, get back to that guy he was in Houston. When he was throwing to no names, even though he had DeAndre Hopkins, with no offensive lineman, he was still doing it. Like, he was a top 3 quarterback. I'm going to go solid playoff team. I won't put him up there yet. Maybe give him another year. Houston, trash, might be fun to watch. They got a good quarterback, Stroud. We'll see how he turns out. Kansas City, what's there to say? Mahomes, best in the league. Might be the best quarterback of all time. Best, I didn't say greatest. That's still Tom Brady. But best, skill for skill, him and Aaron Rodgers for me. I know Chris Jones is still holding out, their best defensive player, and Travis Kelce just got hurt. He should be back, but I'm going to, just because off the strength of Mahomes, he's that guy. Cowboys, they're going to make the playoffs, so they're at least here. Can they win if everything swings their way? It's only two teams, the San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles, that are really in the Cowboys way. So if one of those teams get an injury or they get like a fluke penalty play that could push them over the top, they could win a Super Bowl. Yeah, they could win a Super Bowl. They're better than just a playoff team, so I'm gonna put them there. Chargers barely made the playoffs. Jets, you got Aaron Rodgers, so I'm gonna say you're a playoff team. That gauntlet in the AFC is just too much, though. They will have to go through Josh Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Tariq and Tua and Waddle. Like, that's a lot. Can they beat all three of those teams and get to the Super Bowl? Win a Super Bowl? I don't think so. But because they got Aaron Rodgers, you're at least a playoff team. Panthers trash, but they got Bryce Young. He might be fun to watch. Titans, they're gonna be trash, but they got Derrick Henry. He stiff arms people out of bounds. He stiff arms people out of the camera angle. So they're gonna be fun to watch just because off the strength of Derrick Henry. But I'm gonna go barely make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm gonna go barely make the playoffs. Colts, they're gonna be fun to watch, man. Anthony Richardson, that guy looks like a fucking superhero playing quarterback. Tall, strong, fast, big cannon arm. Yeah, he's gonna be fun to watch. Jaguars, I don't believe the hype. You gonna have to prove it to me, Trevor Lawrence. To me, you're not even better than Tua, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna go with playoff team because you're gonna win your division. Your division ass. You got Houston in your division, and yeah, it's gonna be easy for you to win that division. All right, now this is the part. Who do I think gonna be in the Super Bowl? In the Super Bowl, of course, my Eagles. Jalen Hurts on a mission. Too much defense, too much offense. Defensive line, offensive line. Like, the whole complement is there. Okay, versus who? Psych. We're going to go with the Ravens. The Ravens, yes. The All-Bird Super Bowl. First time it might be. Two black quarterbacks face off in the NFL Super Bowl. Oh, no, that just happened last year. Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. Yes, I have the Ravens. Ravens should be. Listen, man. Lamar get back to that guy he was when he won unanimous MVP. 35 touchdowns, 10 rushing touchdowns, something crazy like that. If he get back to that guy, now he got Odell, Zay Flowers. He got some good receivers now. Always gonna have a running game. Defense is always gonna be solid. It's the Ravens. They still got John Harbaugh there. I think they're gonna be in the Super Bowl. The Eagles gonna be in the Super Bowl. I already explained that. And who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Maybe this a little bit of bias. Maybe just a little. But we're gonna go with Eagles. We get revenge. We win the Super Bowl this year, and we bring it home, back to Philly, back to Lincoln Financial. The Eagles will be the Super Bowl champions. Guaranteed. I ain't gonna say guaranteed, but they're gonna be the Super Bowl champions this year, in my opinion. It's not all biased because they were just in the Super Bowl last year and they got better. So it's not like it's far-fetched. The only thing that's a shock is Kansas City not being there. But I don't think you're gonna win back-to-back Super Bowls. All right, and I think one of these guys, Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, Tua, one of them gonna give him a hard day one of those weekends where he have to go through three of them to get to the Super Bowl. I think Lamar's gonna do it because his team is always gonna have a consistent rushing game that can get them through. That's why I have him there. Kansas City, they need to throw it. Bengals, they need to throw it. Bills, they need to throw it. Ravens gonna always have a consistent rushing game just off the fact of Lamar. The more your team rushes, the better your defense get because they get to sit on the sideline more. It's all, listen, I'm a football mind. All right, I'm a purist. Remember that. Same thing with the Eagles. They can run the ball, so they're gonna keep their defense fresher. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be Jalen Hurts hoisted the Lombardi Trophy as a Super Bowl champion. All right. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video, and see you in the next one. Peace.